Alrighty, y'all. Alrighty. Let's, well, first, let's, like, say hello. Hello. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to another day. It's a good old slow week. So we're doing slow week stuff. Honestly, I almost jumped in here today for some No Man's Sky gameplay, but I thought we would talk about it a little bit first. They released a new update this week, 5.0. I think it's 5.0. It's called Worlds Part 1, and it looks freaking good. I originally jumped into No Man's Sky when it first came out, played it for like a dozen hours, kind of lost interest, was looking for something a little bit more kind of like cinematic and, I don't know, higher quality, I guess? And over the years, they have absolutely blown it away with the updates on that. So I do think I'm going to get in on that probably later this week. Maybe we'll play Friday. But I thought today we would still jump in here and do some 3.23 reminiscing, making our last memories cargo hauling on this godforsaken cargo system, and seeing what we can do with a kind of small to medium-sized ship. So I'm going to take the Crusader Spirit out today, and we're just going to run some routes around the verse and see what we run into, do some chatting, hopefully get into some trouble, and make a little story. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. If you are here with the notification gang, it is a gameplay stream, so you know how things are when we do that. It's also, like I said, a dead week for Star Citizen. Holy crap. I can tell, you know, it's really telling, the way that people comment on videos and send me messages and like respond to my tweets and stuff, how the general feeling about the game is at the moment. And I can tell you, people are not happy about Star Citizen right now. Holy crap. I am glad to just be here to chill with you guys and just play the game a little bit. So thanks for coming, folks. If you're in here, welcome in. I see a whole bunch of Toes gang, actually. You guys, Twitch over here is doing wonders. Getting us started off with chat. Blackish, Talangammon, Zerb, and Vassin. Thanks for jumping in, folks. This is such a calming song. Can we get something a little bit more interesting than this? Toes. There we go. That's better. Hello, Talon. Zerb, good morning to you. Shifty Reese, Toes gang. Reese, it's good to see you in chat again, dude. Got big plans, I hear. Big things happening for you. Congratulations, buddy. Sir Matthias. Kangaroo, man. What is this, week 2, week 3? I've been seeing you in chat all the time. Good to see your name, your little light blue Kangaroo Maxi name. Welcome in, buddy. Zero, Toes gang, how you doing? Anybody on Toes gang joining me for the... We're going to do a little org gameplay in a couple hours, actually, here. I'll be joining in on that. If you want to come join us, taking advantage of some of the Foundation Festival stuff, and just... Brother, what? You don't even have a uniform on. Just random civilians carrying guns now? It's not dead, it's free paint week. It's dead. As far as Star Citizen excitement goes, this is it's fairly dead over the last couple weeks, I would say. 18.2 hours on Steam, never touched No Man's Sky again afterwards. I've got 49 hours on it, and not gonna lie, I thought I played more of it. So I'm looking forward to getting back into that. And if you guys want, I know it's multiplayer, so maybe we can link up and do a little bit of group gameplay in there. They've got some cool stuff. Let me show you the trailer real quick. They've got new water mechanics, new fauna, new planet biome stuff. It's pretty fantastic, and it's looking really good. Let's check this out real quick. Here's the trailer for it. That's not the trailer for it. That is an ad. Wrong account again. Good on me.
Introducing No Man's Sky version 5.0. A complete refresh of the universe. With new technology, new flora and fauna, and new gameplay. Planet variety is far beyond what was possible before.
I just love their trailers. They do such, I love the way they do their trailers in No Man's Sky. Some of the best in the industry, in my opinion.
Planets have wind patterns. Waves are dynamic and react to weather. On the surface of the planet, there are new volumetrics and atmospherics.
Clouds!
New cloud tech allows detailed clouds and weather conditions.
Volumetric cloud tech.
In storms, waves, wind, and clouds interact for incredible immersion.
Immersion.
New creatures are out there to discover. With a combat-focused expedition. Our journey continues.
Our journey continues. Yeah, no, this is a great couch game. Like, this is such a chill, relax and play game. Not super high stakes, just like really, really good vibes. I love that game. Hello, Mrs. Tomato. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of what they've done with No Man's Sky. That being said, I've never stuck with it for a long time because I couldn't find my drive. So when I do jump back in, probably, you know, maybe I'll do it tomorrow off stream a little bit. Maybe we'll do it on stream on Friday. I'm hoping I can get a little bit more like hooked in, you know? I always end up getting pulled back out because I want to get back to Star Citizen and doing next to nothing. But that's their new update. And good on them. They constantly update that game for free. And they've been working on a new game called Light No Fire over the last 5 years, which is basically just simulating an entire planet. And a lot of the stuff they've been building into that game, they've now brought back to No Man's Sky. So I appreciate what they're doing. I love the way they're doing it. Really knocking it out of the park with Hello Games. So we'll check that out at some point. And maybe I'll even make a video of it. I'm sure that will get a lot of interesting comments. Usually if I make a video about a game that's not Star Citizen, people are like, he's a quite Star Citizen. You found a better game, huh? Jumping on the bandwagon. Fimajo, thank you for the sub, mate. Appreciate you. Thanks for following, too. Can we get toes in the chat for Majo? Dog pick. Skippy, it's been a while, man, since that was a command. I got to get that one set back up, though. I don't know how to program that to have a dog picture actually pop up instead of me pulling up my Google Photos, because I keep running into the danger of pulling up my Google Photos and then having, like, not dog pictures on there, but, I don't know, a picture of, like, me preparing for, a shower or something. I don't know. You just never know what Google Photos is going to pull up. All right, so we got the sweet ship here. Fairster's in chat, who has done an amazing Attenborough-esque documentary on this ship. Take photos of that? You don't? You don't want to remember how each and every shower preparation went? Just to make sure you're doing it right every time? Don't forget free $60 armor sets. Now that sounds... that sounds wrong. Happy Wednesday, Toes, Lagaffy, hello, Nicholas, Base Reeves. Good to see you all. Welcome in. You just wish they'd clear out the 8-year-old bugs you'd love to start playing out every time, but every time you get on, you fall through elevators or phase out of your ship or can't complete a mission. I thought at first you were talking about No Man's Sky, but I see now from the details you're talking about Star Citizen. I agree with you. On vacation for about a week or so. How was it, Reese? Love to join the org stuff, but you're in the military and work for the next 8 hours. Oh, well, we can figure time zone stuff because we're always trying to build out more events in time zones for more of our people. Do I play 324 in Evocati? I don't. I could. To be honest, I haven't had that much drive to because of the weird times that they do the tests, and like I really don't get much time to play outside of what I'm doing here on the stream with you guys. So, you know, if I can't stream it, I'm not really jumping into it too much. No Man's Sky is a bit too cartoony for you. That's what originally didn't really sit with me either. I wanted more to do, or more to look at. I really like the style of Star Citizen, Elite Dangerous. These two games really hit the what I look for in terms of aesthetics. We chillin', Logan. We chillin' and trade, and I'm gonna see if we can make any good money from just like grabbing some stuff from outposts and turning them into space stations. I'm gonna need y'all help to keep track of what we make. Please, pretty please. You know I can't pay attention to it. I just lose these numbers within minutes of we get the cargo, and then I run to my ship and I'm like, how much cargo did we get? It's not great. Not a great look for somebody who wants to get into data management. Like, I'm a data broker, but I can't remember the data. Problems. You gonna download it today? Yeah, I just finished downloading it like 30 minutes ago. Can't wait for it. You get bored after a while, but great to return to when expeditions come out. I have not done any of their expeditions yet. Do we get golden loofahs? They're kind of tomato colored. Can we actually see the other moon this time? I'm really bummed out by that. There it is. Nope, that's Microtech. There it is. We had that rendering glitch last time where we couldn't see Cleo from Calliope, is this? But it's one of the better views in the game, so I'm glad we can see that again. Skippy really wants to look at your dog. Maybe we can get the pup to come over here. You haven't even seen the new dog, huh? We call him Jambon, Baloney, Jambalaya, Lump. He's freaking huge. He's a puppy, but he's massive. His paws are like as big as Mrs. Tomato's hands. It's crazy. Thank you for very stuff. You get Ascension, Light, Medium, and Heavy Armor whips, so that $60 pack for free and account bound. Oh, that's cool. That's what, if you do the foundation, if you do the guidance stuff, or you do the weekend events. What are the weekend events? Oh, hello, Luna Maria. Really enjoyed the cooking stream with the missus. Really liked that. Love seeing a strong couple working so well together. You know, as long as I can sous chef, she go and make some delicious food, and I'm just happy to be there and have a couple sips and eat. Anybody who was here on Monday, thank you so much if you stuck around and joined us for the cooking stream. It was a fantastic time. What is going on with the raffle thing? Why is it saying raffle so much? Oh, Reese! Oh, Reese gifted out 10 subs! Dog! Thank you. We appreciate it, Reese. Just like straight up doubled the monthly sub count right there. Much love, buddy. What do we do with the old dog? The old dog's still here. Can't have two dogs? Oh, the food tasted yummy. It was so good. And the stream itself was a ton of fun. Just chat was awesome. You guys were great. Uh-oh. We got a pirate out here already. Chat was great. You guys were fantastic company, and the food turned out great, and we are looking forward to the next one. We're going to start doing these pretty regularly. Probably on... We won't always do them after this stream. We'll probably do them on a separate day, so we could do a little bit longer and something a little bit more applied. But keep an eye out. We'll do announcements in Discord. We'll probably post about it on Twitter, and I'll talk about it here on this stream before we go live for that. It's good fun. All right, where is this outpost, though? Like, I was trying to come out to a place. Did I fly past the place? Ah, there it is. Yeah, this guy is... He's definitely coming this way. But is he coming after us? And what is he flying? He's definitely got us on his scopes. What's he flying? A reclaimer? What the heck? I don't want to fight a reclaimer. He can't be coming to shoot me. Why has a reclaimer got a piracy reading? You rock. You know that? Leave me alone. Don't come here. I'm just cargo Mahalan. The kitchen has so much space, yes. Designed by Mrs. T with space in mind. With the idea of some delicious foods being made in mind. It's literally chasing me, this reclaimer. What a weirdo. It is unnecessary. But... oh, crap! Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. What a freaking... what ridiculousness is this? Why am I getting chased down by a pirate reclaimer? Who does that? Is it an NPC bounty? Do you know the gender of the new pup? Yeah, it's a boyo. Learned that pretty quickly. Hey, Nick, thank you for the super chat on YouTube, and Skippy also with the super chat on YouTube. Y'all. Hump day, huh? Hump day happiness. Must find Sal. How you doing, Red Monster? Good to see you, dude. What are you up to in game? I gotta say, Red, if I were able to get you and Ferrister together for a gameplay session, that'd make my week. That'd be fun. I don't know what we'd do. Maybe some group mining of some sort. But this howdy hootie, Yazan Nelson, ya piece of shit. I'm going to another location. I don't need to go to Bud's Growery. I've got options. You and your stupid reclaimer, you don't. Go yum 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 on somebody else's ship. I actually think I might not have options. There's not many locations on this moon. Are there no other locations on this moon? We got a scrapyard. What am I going to get from a scrapyard, though? We got the icebreaker, but I don't think they actually sell anything. Alright, how about we make a jump to Clio then and see what kind of stuff they might have to sell us. I think we should all go racing. Like, Arena Commander racing? The C1 treat. This is where the C1 would fail compared to like a Zeus. Or even a Cutlass Black. The C1 is very lacking in terms of protection when it's running away. You basically just got to get into nav and get out of there. But like if you got a Zeus or a Cutlass or a Freelancer even, you can kind of just shoot as you're flying away, which is nice. There's so little game space and SC bounties always spawn near outposts. Yeah, man. I'm hoping that Quantum Boosts really changes the way this game is balanced, so they don't have everything around outposts and cities and stuff. Like, I'm really hoping that Quantum Boost leads to us being more spread out, and not just sitting in quantum travel between locations. Know what I mean? Like, look at how freaking massive this game is. Look at this. Look at all this space. I really hope that they can start setting up points of interest, like way out here, you know? Like a nebula kind of cloud sort of asteroid stuff out here, or just things in the Air and Halo belt where you get out there, and then there's different things to do in the local couple thousand kilometers instead of go to this moon. There's an outpost here. Oh, look. There's a mission at this outpost. There's a crashed ship over here. Give us more stuff that's spread out, please. It's a runner, not a fighter. Yeah. And it kind of, it misses out compared to other ships in that regard. Which is why the C1 would be something that I would definitely have for certain systems, but I would vie for other ships in other systems. You're still doing the Sunday morning mining sessions, doing a bit of racing, bounties, and then checking out other games. What you been checking out, Red? Google. Anybody else have an Android phone? and just completely sick of Google? Did you know you can't set reminders with your voice command anymore on Android phones? Because they did all this stupid stuff with Google Assistant and then replaced it with Gemini, but then they don't let you do this stuff with Gemini, so you're just stuck with no reminders. No reminders by voice. Thanks, Google. You fucking suck. I used to be such a freaking huge fan of Google. If we hit the sub and member goals, you're going to set up a giveaway for something exciting. Yes! We haven't had a giveaway in a long time. Thank you very much. Mrs. Tomato, you about to get another giveaway going? That'd be nice. We haven't hit our goals in a while either. Hey, how's Manor Lords, Red? I've heard good things. Arctic Wolf just passed us on the Twitch goals. Look at that. Yo, thank you for the 5 community subs, mate. Hope you're having a good week. Creeped you out. Was typing your name on the video edit and suddenly you appear in chat. Good folks, good folks. I love the fellow SC creators. It's a good group. Fun people. I got to watch Ferrister do some mining yesterday. Good times in the rock. Lord Skippy, do I really want to get you started about Google? Stop using Google search and switch to ChatGPT completely. I've definitely started using ChatGPT for more searches that I would have used Google for. And yeah, it's I mean, they gotta be feeling that sort of pain. They're just terribly forcing that kind of stuff into their own search, and it's awful. I'm just blown away by how much they ruined Voice Assistant, which was one of the best parts of having an Android phone. I've had Android phones consistently for 16 years now. And I'm like, what's keeping me on Android? Apple's finally allowing you to customize your phone, you know? Manor Lures is a pretty good game. I've heard good things about it. I also hear it's kind of embroiled in the whole live gaming service drama. You find it addictive, looks really good, and the dev is updating to Unreal Engine 5 in a month or so. Small scale project too, right? Yeah, Google's AI is terrible. It's kind of funny how they're releasing these products that were kind of what they were selling the voice assistants and Siri as 10 years ago. And now they're releasing them and they're like, no, now it's really AI, and it still sucks. Have I seen the No Man's Sky update? We were just talking about it a little bit. Something that I'll probably do here on stream. I was thinking about playing it today, but actually wanted to kind of gauge your guys' interest in it first. So I might just end up playing it off stream and then making a video about it. But considering playing it on stream. Where is... Oh, wow. I flew past it. Yeah, it contracts stuff out, I imagine. This week's ISC is on jump points. Don't believe we had an exclusive one just on those yet. No, they are finally talking a little bit more about 4.0 details. We'll see how interesting jump points are. Hopefully we get some real details on it and not just like, this is how we designed it. This is what they look like. I'd like to know the bigger questions, like what happens when you fall out of a jump point? How are less traveled jump points going to work? Will we actually have to map them? Will we actually have to consider how commonly the jump point is used? Like, they need to give us design on the gameplay functions and features around jump points. I swear if we get another video telling us about how they were designed and what they look like, I'll be a little annoyed. Reinstalling No Man's Sky after 3 years. Same, dude. I got mine reinstalled. Ready to jump back in. And honestly, we should get a No Man's Sky channel on the Discord so that we could start. We used to have one. It's probably in the archives. Let me see if it's in the archive here. Wow, that's really weird. That actually doesn't make sense. Why don't we have an archived No Man's Sky channel? Did I delete it? That's a bad move on my part. Yeah, we got to get another one of those started up. I'm going to add that real quick. If anybody is interested in the game, maybe you want to get back into it, looking for a group to play it with, I'm going to throw this on here. I'm going to link it to the No Man's Sky role. And that way we have a place to discuss and talk about it more. I'm actually really blown away that I don't have an archived channel for it. That doesn't make any sense. Disappointment. Yeah, I'll have to factor that into the sign up process on the Discord, so that everybody can come and play. Cause yeah, they actually do multiplayer in that game, unlike what we had when it first launched. Maybe on the old Discord, it would have been on this one. You got American Truck Simulator for $2 on the Steam sale while waiting for Space Trucker. Way more fun than it has any business being. I gotta check out the Steam sale. Mrs. Tomato just made a couple of good pickups from the sale and was telling me to grab a game or two, and I have not looked yet. Oh yeah, definitely like the size of jump points. You know, that was a big thing. You might not be able to fit certain ships into certain jump points and all that kind of stuff. Those are the kind of details we need to hear with this ISC. And I'm like, I just don't have high hopes that we're going to hear that stuff, unfortunately. Because, like, what was the first ISC we heard about when it came to cargo refactor stuff? We didn't hear about all the stuff we're hearing about now. Nemo! What's up, buddy? Alright, can you open this? Can I get in? Hello? I don't want to go outside. Cycle the airlock. Jeez. Rebel, you got 2 games on the summer sale. Mech Warrior 5 and Workers and Resources. Is that a city builder? It sounds like a city builder. Buying games on sale you'll most likely never play. Steam is very famous for getting us to buy things we don't need. Alright, this is not the commodities section. Right, this is a research outpost. But they must be... I mean, a research place still has to buy and sell stuff, right? You got space engineers. Nice. How's space engineers doing? They still updating that a lot? Yeah, I wish No Man's Sky hit just like Star Citizen. I would be... Oh, man. It's a blessing to be a No Man's Sky main player. The amount of good stuff they get, the amount of quality updates that game gets. Just regular new content. And then the best part about it is they don't hype up their updates. Like one day before the update goes live, Sean Murray starts just posting random stuff on Twitter. You know, random emotes and stuff. And you're kind of like, okay, something's coming. What is it? And then suddenly a new trailer drops. And there's a big change coming to the game. And it's like, okay, cool. When's this update coming out? Boom. It's already able to be downloaded. That's such great stuff. I envy that. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't think they're selling anything here. I think we made a bad stop. This is what's going to be great about the new system when the place that you're supposed to get cargo from actually has a cargo elevator. One more. Does cargo weight play a bigger factor now? I think it's important since cargo is now... Ah, here we go. Carrying Star Citizen content all by itself. I see you. Ooh. Stems, huh? Medical supplies, though. Whoa. What'd they do to my ship? I mean, we can carry more money in medical supplies than in stims, right? You can get 100k from supplies, or yes, 17k from stims. This is a 1.5 thousand UEs per unit. So yeah, let's load up on medical supplies. And I'm assuming a city is gonna like some medical supplies, right? Cities need medicine. All right, so 100k. Let's see what we can sell it for. Somebody write that down. Fairster, thanks for dropping by, dude. I appreciate it. I'll catch you around. Let's get in game together at some point soon. Star Citizen getting a base builder? Yeah, at some point in the next 5 years.
Toes.
Space engineers getting DLCs. You're about to do the same experiment as this stream with your Taurus. Well, the Taurus is going to make probably a more satisfying punch on cargo than this is, huh?
I only get 2 of these boxes.
And I know, you could fit a lot more in here than just these 2 boxes. Still curious if ship mass will have a greater effect in general, especially for carrier ships. What, if any, will be the penalty for carrying other ships? At some point, mass is going to matter. I would wish that it happened with this cargo refactor, but it likely won't. You're supposed to have to pay attention to how you're loading your ship, you know? Where the boxes are going to make your ship fly differently, but God knows when that happens. Away we go. First job. We are optimistic today. 5 years for a base building. Maybe on year 5 we get the ability to build a small toaster. The C1 convertible. Very, very rare unlock. You only get this when you reach the highest levels of reputation with Crusader. They said, hey, you don't like the top half of your ship? Don't worry. Don't worry about it. I actually been watching the Rise and Fall of Crusader Industries lore series by Astropub. Done a great part, and I'm actually quite surprised by how rough the story is for Crusader Industries. You know, just going by the game, you'd think things were great, but no, they're struggling. They're not doing well. And Ninetales is bad news. And God, I hope that someday the game actually tells us these things, you know? Like, I love going on Astropub's content. Watch it constantly. Me and Mrs. Tomato call it watching a Paul. But I would also love if this game communicated these things to us in the game, so I don't have to go to the website to find events or read lore or know what the schedule is or get a guide. I wonder if the space station actually would be better stopped. Is there a way to transfer cargo from ship to ship as a solo player? Yeah, definitely. Like, I could pull the boxes off my cargo grid right now and move them to another ship if I wanted to. Would I choose a C1 or MSR as my daily? Well, I hope this maybe answers the question. I do have an MSR. But yeah, I'm gonna pick a C1 almost any time until data running is actually a thing. You had a shower thought about pirates and cargo and SC with decoy crates that could be remote detonated even out the pirating stuff. Even out the pirating stuff. You mean like make it so we can easily kill pirates? To be honest, I don't think pirating is going to be as easy as people think. I think it's going to get pretty dang hard once AI and security systems actually function in this game. Hard and risky, you know? Like, look at how much work it is to get a crew of pirates together, or a crew of anybody together in this game for a coordinated attack. Probably think like 2 out of every 10 of those attacks actually come away successful in the sense that you're getting all of the cargo back. A lot of the times you probably have to negotiate and only get a little bit of cargo, or blow up your target and get no cargo, or ditch out because security shows up, and like that's a lot of wasted game time for those people. And here we are. Hopefully this place buys medical supplies. Wasn't there a plugin that would read Galactopedia entries of places you were going? Was there? What kind of plugin? How do you get both ships out? If you're at a space station, you would have to spawn your ship and then fly it out to a pad or near a pad, and then spawn your other ship. Like, you'd have to, it takes some work. You'd have to get your ship, leave it around outside, and then go get another ship, and then move this stuff from one ship to the other. Relax. The C1 stole his heart away from the MSR. The MSR... Like, let's go back and look at the pictures of the MSR. The OG MSR looked like such a banger of a ship that changed quite a bit. I mean, not a huge amount. But enough. This had a bit of a different vibe than what we got. It's still pretty big, not gonna lie. This is a pretty chunky thing, but it changed when it came into the game. And they don't do that as much anymore, thank God. They start the process of designing these ships from concept based on the game limitations now, rather than doing the concept and then making it fit the game. But the MSR suffered from that the same way the Carrack did, and those little changes, I think, were enough for me and other people to just kind of want something a little bit more compact from Crusader. And then the C1 came out, and it's like, well, what are you going to do, huh? You going to deny yourself something like that? Sorry, just trying to plug in my alerts. Look at this. You still here, huh? Buddy? CIG has tried to make piracy more appealing, but it takes patience. Do you think that the changes they've put into the game are specifically to try and make piracy more appealing? Or do you think they just happen to also affect piracy in a positive way? I'm hoping the MSR gets a little bit of a rework when we do get around to data running. Don't think it'll ever end up like what's supposed to be, though. Admin! What you buying? Hey, they take medical supplies and they take them. Oh, look at that. Oh, they've got low inventory. Very good. Well, we've got all the inventory. Oh my God. Are you what? 15,000 credits? So I should probably sell somewhere else, huh? It's only selling 8, but like, why? Dude, this is an actual cargo depot. Okay, let's go to the city? Like, who the heck's gonna buy medical supplies if not the cargo depot for a whole planet? That's insane. Should we go down to the city or should we go to like an outpost to try and sell? Thought about getting something with a bit of cargo capacity for selling RMC from your Vulture. Unloading at pad sounds slower than landing at New Babbage. Yeah, I would say mostly is a good idea if you've got some... Let me turn around. If you got somebody who can run that cargo runner for you. Mining outpost? Yeah, let's try New Babbage and see what they're doing down there. That is actually... Oh, crazy that they... scammed into buying some magic beans. I've got the oils, mate. Rub these space cow oils on your forehead and they'll make your migraines go away. Trust me. Also, put them in your bath. I don't even have a large medical supply run. Like, I'm just in a C1, you know? I'm just scooting around on my lonesome. Are the prices for buyers updated online? Yeah, some of the third-party services will probably have them updated. Which is what I could do to be more efficient. But I thought we'd see what we could do with just going in blind. Oh, do I still have this flare on? Ooh, anybody else having back pain this week? You like back pain July? Back pain Wednesdays? Yeah, personal hangars will be great for you salvagers and even miners. Yeah, right here. Is it like, are we all getting body pains because our bodies are anxious for 324? Is that what's going on? Like, CIG, you are legitimately hurting my personal health now? Please make your game so I don't die. Oh! What? This is my first server crash. This is my first server crash in 323. Surprising. Ooh. Oh, man. Not having state security system in the game that covers you to the jump waypoint is an open invitation to piracy. Wouldn't it just stop with NPC cops? It's going to take a huge hit with, yeah, with actual security personnel and systems in this game working. It's going to be a lot less dangerous, at least around major locations. Now, when you're out on the trade lanes, or you're flying your routes, or you're quantum boosting around a moon, that's another story. Know that chiropractors are a touchy subject for some. Nah. I had a weird understanding of chiropractors growing up in a house of doctors, but, you know, they do work for some people. Okay, I know we at least have a No Man's Sky roll, right? What the heck happened? This is crazy, man. I feel like these things just disappeared. Okay, how about on the onboarding? Join questions. These are post join questions, pre-join questions. Starfield, Sea of Thieves, Satisfactory, The Finals, Helldivers, Deep Rock Galactic. Alright, No Man's Sky. Continuously growing toes. Continuous. What kind of freaking spell checker is this that you can't? And Discord is kind of trash sometimes. Okay, I know I at least made an emote for it. Nope, don't see that anywhere either. I just removed No Man's Sky from our entire server, and I have no idea why. It's very annoying. Alright, let's head down to New Babbage. I'm quite annoyed with myself right now. Do I think we'll be able to scale getting NPCs to load the ship for more money to reduce loading times? Some point, yeah. I can show you the design for that, actually. It's not letting me jump. Try this again. What will be the best planet for persons? Persons. In like for persons to live? Or for you to find persons? I think they're aiming for Hurston to be the main place in this system. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Wow, just quantum jump, yeah?
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Oh, Jesus, Star Citizen. No, quantum travel hasn't engaged. It's not doing anything. Yeah. All right. Can you sell if you land at the commons in New Babbage, or do I have to land at the hangar first and then go over to the commons? What's my favorite medium ship for cargo hauling? C1? Yeah, this is the only one I have right now. You can sell from the commons? Cool. That's where we'll be headed then. There we go. Okay, now we've added it. Whew. Do I feel like this C1's emissions should get yeah, I mean, I have no idea what the emissions are coming out of this ship. Okay, just got blood on my face for whatever reason. Looks like my third-person camera isn't working. Solid. So I can't actually see where I'm landing. Hopefully that is good. Went to Lorville for the first time today. Way laggier than other cities. It's been laggy ever since they redid that city. Oh my gosh. Wow, we landed very, very close to this ship. You know what they say about C1s, though. If you're not touching another C1, then what are you touching? Hello, citizens. These are NPC. What are they doing out here? Because it's summer in the UK and your office becomes a sauna, you're spending a lot of time on microtech. Hoping that it leaks through the computer monitor to you, the coolness. Hey, Grinder, thank you for the sub and the follow on the channel over on Twitch. Appreciate y'all on Twitch. Pass that goal. We pass our YouTube goal today, and Mrs. Tomato starts us up another giveaway. Wonder what it's going to be. Urgent Hush, are you a C1 fanboy? Crusader simp, crew simp, as they call them. The Mercedes of the verse. I don't know. I don't know about that. Because if Origin is like the BMW, I wouldn't say they really compare. Because Crusader ships are actually useful, you know? Oh. We didn't actually go anywhere. Consolidated Outlands go on. Are you bummed out at the fact that we still haven't seen much Consolidated Outlands in a while? We see very little from them. Man, I haven't been to New Babbage in a while. Looking for admin center. I don't actually know where that is here. Center mass, planetary services. This would be going to the TDD. Admin must be somewhere else. Or do you sell from the TDD here? That would make the most sense, wouldn't it? Is it at planetary services? Commodity shop. All right. You guys better take it. Take these freaking medical supplies. Oh my Jesus. What a pain, man. Okay, so we could sell off 10 of them. Little more than an eighth for 20k. And I guess we're just gonna have to keep flying other places to sell off little chunk. Dude, this is why the cargo hauling scene in this game just sucks. Back to the ship we go. Grab something to drink. Wait, did I just not buy that? Did I just pick it up and start drinking? Think the orphans at the orphanage need medical supplies? Maybe they should have thought about that before they became orphans at the orphanage, huh? No, I'm kidding. We can get them some medical supplies. Did I? There we go. But this is also why it's good to have missions, because of lazy people like me who don't want to do the research to figure out where to actually sell. You could just run a couple missions and then get a decent idea of a cargo route you like. Does that make Misk Toyota? I feel like CNOU almost is Toyota. They're like they're pretty good at innovating. You can sell it at the TDD? All right, let's try that. Let's give it a go. Doesn't New Babbage make medical supplies? Not that I know of. Well, I guess, yeah, maybe the city does, but I feel like they should make it so that it's a consumer. Yeah, there's always third-party sites, but I think the less people need to use third-party sites to play the game, the better. Area 18 will buy the entire stock. Okay. Make a cross-system trip. Alright, what are you guys going to take from me? There we go. Okay, cool. So we're making 123k. It's about 20,000 in profit. And that's... I kind of want to see how quickly we can do that. What time is it right here? We're at about an hour and 6 minutes in. If I made another run back to that outpost and then back here in 20 minutes, that'd be what, a thousand UEs per minute? For an easy run too. Pretty good on 64 SCU? Yeah, I mean, if you can get a ship like the Crusader C1 and make 20k on an easy cargo run from a moon back to the city of that moon, it would be even better if you could stop at the space station, but that's not bad like this. It'd only take a little bit longer if you were loading your ship manually, because it's just 2 boxes. Aegis Dynamics Mercedes-Benz. How about Aegis Dynamics Rolls-Royce? Isn't Rolls also kind of a bit of a military contractor?
Toes.
Guess that'd be more fitting of a Boeing kind of thing. Rolls is more of a supplier. Oh, look at you, Mr. Origin, just popping up and parking right in the entrance. What a BMW driver kind of thing to do. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Oh, could have stolen that ship. Depends on the prices when you go to buy. If less stock at buy point, they will be more expensive. That's true. Aegis is Lockheed. Anvil is Boeing. Both of them worked with the Messers, right? Have you all done research on the Messers in this game? The history of this game is kind of funny because you would think in 900 years technology would go a lot further, but man, when the Messers were reigning, I mean, the first 200 years of us in space was basically just, ooh, a new planet. Ooh, a new planet. Ooh, a new planet. Let's go there. And then the next 500 years after that was, hey, nobody do anything. We're in charge. Shut the f up and sit down. And if you try and get more advanced than us, we're going to kill you. And then the next 150 years after that, which is where we are now, is like, okay, now we can start progressing. Just so it's basically like 200 to 300 years worth of technological progression that we're seeing instead of the 700, 900 that we'd expect. Oh, is there a freaking pirate out here? All right. Could have picked something up from the city, but I'd rather go back out to an outpost again and see what we can find. What is RSI? RSI is old boys. RSI is old boys. They do military, they do private, they do service-based vehicles. They also make components and supplies. Who does that? Trying to think of who hits all of those categories in real life. Would it be Mercedes? Hilarious comment about BMW drivers. They're always driving to HOV lanes with Karen driving alone. It's funny because I grew up in a family of BMW and Audi drivers. Like, that... I'll talk so much crap about them now. And, you know, obviously it's not every driver, but oh my gosh, the amount of times that somebody parks somewhere really stupid here specifically, and it's a BMW, is it's self-fulfilling, and I think they should be more self-aware of that. Go on 118i. Oh yeah, look at that. We got a BMW driver in chat. Ooh. That makes me the bad person, right? All right, let's do a run from an LEO point. Let's see what we can do there. Let's take a little trip out, and I want to go to a station that I just never go to. Like this one, Mike L4. What the heck is even happening out at Mike L4? I couldn't tell you the last time I visited the space station. Head out there, see what we can pick up, and then try to find a place to sell it. And probably fail. Hey, you use turn signals, go on. All right. That puts you at a higher class. Origin makes luxury ships and engines used by military, etc. fits Rolls-Royce perfectly. Yeah, it does. Is it not an LEO? Is there no station there? Oh, right. No, sorry. Didn't mean LEO. Just meant a station. You ride a BMW R1200 RT. Nice bike. I rode a Street Fighter for a while. 848 Street Fighter. Always wanted the S1000 RR. Just such a nice looking bike. Origin Jump works as a GmbH in the lore. Yeah, they definitely tried to gear Origin to be that. And I'm pretty sure they've said that it's the BMW of the verse. $999R was nice back in the day. I don't know that one. Let's see. I need to connect the No Man's Sky Discord over to our No Man's Sky channel. Get their announcements. There we go. Follow. Got this nice system where you can just plug in servers into your channel so that their news gets sent straight to your channel in Discord. So anybody who's in your Discord who signs up for that specific role and wants to know what's going on with that game, you can just hop into the game's channel and get the updates there. We've got one on our channel for Helldivers. We've got one for Halo, Deep Rock Galactic, Starfield, I already said Halo, Kerbal Space, Satisfactory, Sea of Thieves. Probably should add one for Elite Dangerous. So they're still doing work out there. Oh, it looks like people are actually kind of active in the finals channel. Mrs. Tomato, we'll have to add into the next week's announcement that we've got the No Man's Sky channel up and running now. I do think there are a few people who will be interested in that. Paul has every Star Citizen manufacturer and their real-life counterparts down to a science. I bet. The dude lives in the lore. He was born in it. Melded by it. Quantum Tank on the Spirit is okay. It's alright. It'll get you places. But it really is. It's a fast ship in Quantum. Not like I expected. Elite News are non-existent right now? I thought they were kind of pumping things back up again.
Quantum travel complete.
Oh yeah, Origin does come from... It comes from like the Rhine, right? I didn't put anything in this. No, this is all completely stock. Have I tried out No Man's Sky? Not the new update, no. Was gonna do that today, but I think I'll do it on Friday.
Quantum travel engaged.
The KSP2 news is disappointing. Yeah, I don't even think our Kerbal Space Program channel... Nah, nobody's been on this in 2 months. Unfortunately, they kind of killed Kerbal Space. Pretty... Oh man, that's sad what happened there. I mean, you know, Elite Dangerous had a rough point, but they're still working on the game and it's still moving forward and people are still enjoying the heck out of it. Kerbal Space Program, I don't know what's going to happen with that game now. Another game just getting freaking flummoxed by the publisher. Hello, space station. How you doing today? You got some space for us? How about some station? Whoop, too fast. Landing gear out. Physics breaking on.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Landing gear up.
Any idea if they're going to redo the voiceovers for the ships? They're probably going to have plenty of new voice stuff to do. I don't know if they'll redo it all, but they've already mentioned that there are new voice cues that need to be added to ships. They're adding something called Delta signatures, which are like when a ship does something significant, your ship will be able to detect it, and they said that there's going to be an audio cue for it. So I imagine the computer will say something like Delta signature detected. And even that means that they'll have to update it somewhat.
Landing complete. Pleasant stay.
Elite news channels are very active with same weekly news as usual, not including news on upcoming content. Well, okay. There you go. They made KSP2, but they kind of abandoned it after it had a really bad launch. See the No Man's Sky update news? I did. We've been talking about that all day today. Very exciting stuff. Isn't the last update news like 2 months old with the Type 8? I mean, I'm guessing there's still ongoing news in Elite Dangerous itself. Maybe not necessarily like a new update, but things are still happening. I think that's what Luna Maria is talking about. Been enjoying Space Engineers. It's one of those neat, unique, and so close to a forever game for you. But lacks satisfying PvE content. Oh, really? They don't do a lot of PvE content? Somebody is at our door. Just wish your ship would play planet surface rapidly approaching. Yeah, or you're going to die. Kind of voice cue would be great. One of those unique, and so close to... Oh, I already read that. Space Engineers doesn't do PvE very much. It's mainly PvP. It's been around for a while. I would have thought that they started to put content in it for that. So that you have Elite Dangerous style night vision and Star Citizen. There's a lot of things we could use from Elite Dangerous in this game. Number one, the local map to your ship when you're landing. That's... Oh my gosh. We really need that. Pretty much crafting and sandbox. Hey, you know, if there's not much PvP, that's a joy. Thargoid War is ongoing. The Thargoid War is still going on? I remember when that started. I was playing the game when that started. It was 2018, 2017? Do I think Chris Roberts' computer has No Man's Sky secretly installed? I bet it's not secret. That dude plays a lot of games with, well, I mean, I don't know what he does, but he has multiple times referenced playing games and liking things in other games, and you know, start the talk of Chris Roberts finds feature in game, 2 more years to Star Citizen's development. But he did reference playing Valheim with his kids at one point when that first came out, talking. And his daughter was talking. She's like, "Why doesn't your game do this? Why doesn't your game do that? Why doesn't it run?" I'm sure he plays No Man's Sky, him and other people from the studio, though. Okay, what can we buy here? Oh, good, waste. That's sick. I guess, why did I come here thinking that this would be the place to pick stuff up? Like, it would make more sense for us to pick stuff up from somewhere else and bring it here. I'm dumb. I don't want to carry waste, to be honest. What's the point? How much money is it even worth? 4? What? 1 SCU of waste? Excuse me? Why is it only going to give me 1 SCU? What? Look at how much freaking Aphorite. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Minerals sell for a ton here. I don't know if this is normal prices. Oh yeah, medical supplies sell really well here too. So maybe this is the place to come deliver stuff. Shall we give that a go? Shall we head to a mining outpost and see if we can buy some minerals to sell at one of these far off Lagrange points? Because these look like some solid values. 275,000 per unit. I know Hadanite's expensive, but is it normally that expensive? Let's give it a go. I want to go to a mining outpost on a moon and see if we can come back to one of these stations to sell. Nobody buys waste, so what's the point of taking it from them? Just, why don't they pay us to take it? Refueling is in Star Citizen, but it's pretty bad. Doesn't really work very well. Is there a Fuel Rats branch? There are a lot of groups who want to be Star Citizen's Fuel Rats. You know, it's... Everybody wants to do something in the game and be the known group for that one thing. I don't know how it's going to come to be. Don't know if any group will ever be that big. I mean, you don't even have to play Elite Dangerous to know about the Fuel Rats, which is... That's saying something about their group. But there will be refueling, refining, mining, medical groups, all that kind of want to take that title for themselves. Unaliving Thargoid Titans. Nice. I'm glad they stuck with that. Never got warm with No Man's Sky because it has no human faces and bodies, and wherever you go it looks all arbitrary and soulless. Cannot relate to anything in the game. You must have not been a big Pac-Man fan. Alright, back onto the ship we go. We're getting real familiar today, C1. Need to name this ship something. I really love ship names from the Culture series. They always have such weird names like Return to Sender or I Told You This Would Hurt. Like they would take a destroyer ship and name it something like The Splinter in Your Toe or something weird like that. That's why I named my MSR Good Listener. Alright, quick refuel. And we're going to head to... Nice.
You didn't order it, right?
No.
Look, show them my birthday.
Mrs. Tomato just got a birthday gift from her family. Merhaba. It's a guess what color she likes. They're coming over real quick. It is Mrs. Tomato's birth week. So whenever you get the chance, pass her a happy birthday. Twitter, Discord, wherever it is. Yeah, I guess they just got us a tea kettle. She was just saying on our stream on Monday that the tea kettle has been, the one we have is not great. Okay, so closest moon I think is gonna be a Microtech moon actually, but we've already been over there. How about we head to Daymar? Daymar's good fun, good people, great looks, good vibes. One of the oldest moons you can go to. We'll head over there, we'll grab some stuff, and then we'll come out to one of these Lagrange points
You are clear to launch.
and see what we can pass off for actual cargo. Yeah, Smeg is nice. Those things are expensive here. At this point, EVE Online will have a bigger jump in player count than Elite Dangerous. Why is that? What do you mean bigger jump? Jump from what? There's currently no need for a group like Fuel Rats, but they literally, when they started selling us on refueling, it was because they wanted us to feel like we needed to have refueling services in Pyro. But now Pyro is right around the corner, and refueling sucks. So what we doing?
Thank you.
What are we up to, CIG? Hope there will be an exploration group like Signal Cartel in EVE Online. Oh, we're gonna have big exploration energy in GII. GII has been very focused on industry and a lot of security lately, but that's just because the other stuff isn't in the game. I am very focused on exploration and data running. Those are my two main things for this game that I've been waiting for and continue to wait for and will continue to wait for time. But we are going to have a nice branch for science in GII. In fact, we have a close connections to Verse Guide, who are the go-to, in my opinion, for exploration and understanding the verse. If you ever want to check them out, Verse Guide, on just, search it on the interwebs. And we'll be having deep space living scenarios. You got to see how logging on and off works, but we definitely want to have people stationed out in deep space in certain systems that are just huge, like the Killian system, the Ellis system. You've got like 100 AU radius to explore. We would love to have that in our group. Earth Week, you've never heard that before? It's got to be a whole week, right? Some people, like Reese here, gets the whole month. Toes. They need to fix beacons first and fix the docking system. Supposedly, there's some fixes for the docking system in 324. So that actually might point towards them focusing a little bit more on making sure that stuff works for us in 4.0. Beacons, though, need some work. I'm actually doing the feature watch for this week is going to be about player beacons and missions that they talked about at Star Citizen Live last week. So stay tuned for that. It won't be a ton of new information, but it's going to be kind of wrapping up the idea of the economy, how Chris Roberts got to this whole idea of 10% humans, 90% AI in the game, and how player missions are supposed to fit into the economy. Mainly because Elliot told me to clip it, so I had to clip it and do something with it, Yeah, I'm pumped for data running. Data running is... It's one of the actual novel ideas in this game. I'm not sure how many games do something like data running, but I think that having data as a commodity in a game is... It sounds difficult to do, but it also sounds really freaking cool. Wildcat, thank you for the sub on Twitch, man. Appreciate you. Can we get toes in the chat for Wildcat? Nick's asking, now we can talk between ships if we call someone and they answer, but at the same time, NPC ships just randomly scream over the radio uninvited. Do you know the long-term plan? Will we be able to call out to ships close by like NPCs? Or will the way they do it change? It'll probably change because the comm system's going to need to change for this game. But you are supposed to be able to hail ships. That's been a thing for a while, but it's just never worked all that great. They have that in Starfield where you can sell data you scan. Yeah, or you can like buy data. I remember I used to buy data in Mass Effect a lot. Now just take that and turn that into actual data that players can use. And I think you got yourself a winner. What's so cool about data running that got you excited? What are the possibilities? Oh man. Daniel! Ah! Oh, it's so freaking sick. Like the idea of, and this is, some of this is speculation, but it's speculation based on what they've said. And the idea of having something, and they have to figure out a way to physicalize it, but being able to like basically create a commodity, you know, which is something we'll be able to do. We'll be able to go and mine resources from the ground and essentially create a commodity that makes money. But the act of going somewhere and seeing something and recording that something and then being able to make the decision between, hey, I've got this location of this massive crash, right? This reclaimer crashed on this moon. Huge wreck. Very valuable. There's cargo on there. There's components in there. There's possibly loot from the people who were on board. And there's a story to find out, right? There might be data like little VDocs or audio recordings or little text you can read that tells you about the story of that ship. And to think that that's not the valuable part. That's the fact that you know that's there is the valuable part. And you can pass that along to your friend if you want through a waypoint. You can put it on the market at the space station so that people can like buy it from you. You can negotiate a price with somebody. Just if me and you were sitting here in chat and let's say I'm streaming the game and I'm way out here in space somewhere, just in space. You don't have any references to where I am, but we come across this location. You can see that I'm at this location in the stream, but there's no way for you to actually get there and find it unless I gave you the data. And I could literally just run a bid right here on the stream and be like, anybody want this? Like, let's talk. Who's got a good offer? Biggest offer, I could send you the data right here in the game on the spot, and then you can go and get it whenever you want. Nobody else knows where that is, right? And I think that kind of, I guess, sound up my own ass a little bit, but that kind of power from just being able to go around in the game and find things is so cool. That was one of my favorite parts of Skyrim. I never finished Elder Scrolls Skyrim. I just walked around that game for hours and hours and hours, finding little things. And you'd find something and you're like, hey, this is cool. I don't need it, but it's cool. It'd be cool to come across something like that and be like, I don't need it, but I can still make money from it. And then it also just adds an entirely new, I shouldn't be going here. Got a mining outpost to go to. It adds an entirely new dynamic to, like, if you have an organization, you could have a whole wing of people who are dedicated just to finding this stuff rather than actually doing it. The possibilities around that are unlike any game I've played before. And I don't know how far they're going to go with that. They could say that planets, if a resource hasn't been found on a planet, then it shifts every week, right? So even if you scanned a planet for your friends, or you guys went into a system and bought maps from the space station, after a couple of weeks, those maps might be outdated. You could still work based on those maps, but there's money to be made in keeping them updated, surveying the local area, turning those surveys into the local space station. And then just like they showed at CitizenCon, the people who show up at that local space station are buying that map that gets updated. Just all of that, all the complications around that kind of thing are really cool to me. And again, that I'm not saying that's exactly how it's going to work, but from the way they've talked about it, it does seem like that's the direction it's going. Map portion of a planet or asteroid belt, and then sell that data to vendors or players. Yeah, that's a long ways away. I honestly thought it would be closer based on the new map remake, but they did not include a lot of detail with the map remake that I hoped they would. I've done like 2 videos now over the time of, yay, the star map's getting an update, and both times they haven't gotten the update that I was hoping, so I'm gonna stop making those videos. Thanks for the stuff you're doing. Enjoy it so much, and it's awesome to see how great is your knowledge about SC. Makes tons of fun to learn from more from SC with you. Thank you. I enjoy learning it too. I have a little bit of a problem following this game, but so do a lot of other people. And I think the reason I've stuck around this game so long is because... Ew! What is our pirate doing here? What are they doing? Mustang. Let's see what they're doing. Yeah, it's not going to be safe for us to get out. Yeah, I think part of the reason I've stuck with this game so long, like I was talking about this on my Discord today, I follow this game because I like it. I don't follow this game because I wanted to do YouTube and looked for... The heck? From where, though? Somebody shoot me with their little puny little rifle? What the heck? Dude, what is going on here? All right, yeah. So this guy's clearly just waiting around here. Let's jump over to another mining outpost. He's flying that way. We'll fly this way. Yeah, I didn't start doing YouTube and then like try out different games to figure out what worked. Mrs. Tomato was like, dude, you are obsessed with this game. You love it and you like to talk about it. Why don't you like share more about it in real life? And I was like, well, okay, we'll try the YouTube channel. And that's why I don't necessarily go and cover new games when they come out. I'm not looking for new games to cover. I'm looking for things that interest me, and Star Citizen is the most interesting game I've ever come across. It's frustrating as hell. It's the most frustrating game I've ever come across too. But I really enjoy it. Oh, come on. All right, my map did not do this correctly. Let's just recalibrate here. And so, you know, my main thing will probably always be Star Citizen until something that is more interesting to me comes along. But there are a lot of other people that are like me who just follow this game non-stop, head to the ground, every little detail, and that's what keeps it fun. Because it's fun to get into the conversations and the speculation and the judgments about how things are going with a game that's so crazy. So yeah, glad to provide some entertainment and information. Thank you for the kind words. Whoops. All right, something else. Try Kudra. Ninetales at an outpost. That's weird. When is the next cooking stream with Mrs. Tomato? Probably after we get back from her birthday. So we're heading down to southwestern Turkey, for her birthday. And we'll be there until next Wednesday. So Wednesday we'll probably have the stream, and then maybe that night after the stream, or we'll probably be pretty tired because it's going to be like a 6 to 8 hour drive back. Thinking Thursday, maybe next week, we'll do a cooking stream. I'm looking forward to it too. We had a lot of fun with that. Armistice doesn't apply when you have a crime stat. That was also, those were NPCs. We all want to be able to play 12 hours a day. I would love if there was enough content in here to make me want to play 12 hours a day, but I don't even play this game for 6 hours a week, and I feel like I run out of content. There's legitimately just not much to do in this game, you know. We're just experimenting for the most part. Sorry, I missed a lot of chat there. It would be cool if they had like a quest board where players can post those data or put up requests for certain materials and stuff. That's what I talk about in Feature Watch this week. I got you. You got me. We get each other. What is the prerequisites of tech that CIG need to finish before data running? Holy lordy. That's I have no idea, to be honest. The tech they would need to finish for data running. I mean, the biggest thing that you need with data running are the points of interest, and that's the most well, okay, I'm saying that. I don't actually know that, but I think one of the biggest things that you really need for data running to work well is a diverse amount of points of interest that you can get data on. And that I think they've actually done a really good job at focusing on lately. Outposts, caves, rivers, fauna, factions, NPCs, distribution centers, derelict ships, all that kind of stuff. That you need a lot of that, right? You need to be able to find that. And then they need a system that can place that strategically throughout the game with narrative included. So they've been talking about narrative getting more involved, which is good. I don't think I can even buy stuff here. There's no landing pad. So this might have been a bad stop. But you need a system that can place all of that, which they've shown us those systems, but you know, then you need a system that allows you to track and store that data, get waypoints, hook them into your star map. We need a system that allows us to send those waypoints to friends and share that stuff. There's just a lot of things, a lot of little things the game needs for that kind of stuff. Yeah, we can't buy anything here. Dang it. Back to the ship. A Yeti. the Boreal Stalker. Data mining sounds like example selling a black box from a wrecked top secret ship that gives the player the ability to upgrade their ship's stats and weapons. Well, that just sounds like good old-fashioned looting, too. You can buy here? Really, at Kudra? Oh. It was right in front of me. Man, I'm dumb. And they don't have any of the stuff I was looking for. I know that cities do buy these things, though. I don't know who buys this stuff. If it was Laranite, then I would say we could get this and take it to Orison, but I don't think like this is gonna go to like an L1 station, right? It's only buying for 61K too. No, I don't like this. I don't. It's not great. 61,000 worth of agresium. But I only get 28 SCU. How much of this can I get? 27 SCU. All right. Let's see. 61K in agresium. And 63K in barrel. Insufficient stock. Okay, so they're literally out of barrel. I mean, don't let me select it if you don't have it. Okay, quartz. $10,000 in quartz. Jesus. What a boring haul. Okay. 70,000 credits in cargo for this one. Oh, could I have bought 26 in the barrel? Sometimes the last SCU is partial. Ah. Okay, I messed that up. Oh well, we'll stick with the quartz. I'm learning. We're learning the cargo hauling loop right now so that we don't screw it up in 324.
This is how we get better.
Man, it's hot in here. Cook and Stream was a lot of fun. When we visit Turkey next year, I think we need to meet Mr. and Mrs. Tomato. I think you all should. And the little Luna Maria Jr. will be there too, huh? Yeah, so we got different size boxes because of that. These last 4. Oh, you're thinking data like, yeah, actually. Ketchup Gamer makes a good point. When I'm talking about data, I'm talking about the exploration side of it. What you're doing with your Terrapin, you're going around and getting like natural information. But they also have scanners for different kinds of stuff. So like the Herald or the MSR might be more focused on actually intercepting data transmissions. And I think they'll make missions for that. Like you're saying, information on politicians and movements of troops and stuff like that will be interesting to mix into the game loop. Okay, to Orison we go. And then, from there, we'll try our original route we were going to go with. What do I like most about the C1? The size of it. Really solid size. I think it works great for a 1 to 2 person ship. Corporate espionage, yep. I don't know how they'd fit that into the sandbox though. That kind of stuff seems like it'd be more mission focused. I say when we get to Orison, we pick something up and take it to one of these jump points. Jump points got to be accepting a lot of stuff. Where is Orison, though? Oops. There it is. All right, you know we got to put on Orison's music for this part. You can't just do an orbiting run around Crusader and fly into Orison without the music playing. That's a travesty. Where is it? There it is. Feast your eyes, folks. The beauty that is Crusader. Oops, I just switched to SCM. I'm dumb. What the? Way to ruin it. Security. We done here? All good? All right, it's flying away. I'm assuming we're good. Let's go. Gotta get the clouds up. Clouds up. Not as pretty as it is. We weren't far enough around the planet to get the real wraparound. What's the best planetary music in this game? Microtech, Hurston, Arcorp, Crusader, Grimhex.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Where is my hangar? Oh, right in front of us. You like microtext the most? A lot of Crusaders. A lot of Crusader votes in chat.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay. Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
The music fits it perfectly. Doors closing are a little bit late. You could have timed it a little bit better, Doors. Come on. All right. Let's see if we can sell this stuff here. Crusader makes you paranoid when the drum begins. You feel like you're getting attacked. Arcorp's music always threw me off because it was, I think it was like it starts really calm and then it gets super intense. Is that Arcorp I'm thinking of? Had the most beautiful sunrise leaving SMO 18 last night. Always impressed by how beautiful this game is. Yeah, it's like the one thing that it actually doesn't fail at. Since I remember this game, basically ever since Hurston came out in like 2018, this game's second name was Screenshot Citizen. And a lot of people over the years have said that this game is falling behind in terms of graphics. And like, I think they're kind of missing the point. This game could fall behind in terms of graphics. I mean, at some point it will. That's just how games work. But it's not just the graphics that make a game like this beautiful, it's the design. It's the fact that it's not super easy to fly and see certain things in all games. There will be other space games that look good, but seeing the shafts of sunlight go through the window of your friend's spaceship while you're sitting there, you know, managing cargo is different than just looking at a pretty city. And they're working on global illumination now. Imagine what they can do with that if they wanted to push it. Hello, Punky. Orison's a nice place, but New Babbage wins for you simply because there's an actual planet with stuff to do. Yeah, it's a big winning feature for planets. Gas giants are a little gassy. Like my cousin George. I don't have a cousin George. There are MMOs with dated looks that are still popular. Graphics does not mean anything. It's about gameplay. Nonsense, Vassen. Graphics are all that matters. Ooh. Oh, man. That landing was draining. People just need to get better PCs, as Todd would say. Did he say that at some point? Ethnification. How you doing, brother?
The next shuttle is approaching the station.
Definitely needs some help in the shaders department. I think the more they move this stuff over to the GPU, the better it'll get, though. And that's coming from somebody who has no idea what the f they're talking about when it comes to that stuff, so don't take my word for it. Bye-bye. We're doing okay. Just chilling. Mrs. Tomato's family just came over, gave her a little happy birthday wish. I think they're headed out of town, so came to give her a present and cut a cake and say hi. If you can't afford a good computer, sell your nice car, buy a beater. Hey, that's what I did. Sold my car and my bike this year. Not for the computer though. I did that so we could have a house to live in. Now, we're on the fun journey of hopefully being able to get a car at some point. Because, yeah, you know, Star Citizen's more important than a car, duh. To be clear, by the way, I did not sell my car for Star Citizen. Vulcan's been working well for you. I've never used upscaling, but it has been working wonders for me since I started. Let me pull up the console and see what we're getting here. Honestly, 45 frames per second right now with clouds on at the highest possible quality level. Like literally my cloud settings are on photo mode because they know that it runs so slowly that your computer can't really render it well. So 50 frames per second on photo mode clouds is pretty good. Although that doesn't look like I changed it very much. You know that's not how security's supposed to stand, right? Who is this? What's private security here doing here? I thought Crusader did all their own security. He said you needed to full. Oh, you meant Todd freaking Howard. I thought you meant Todd Pappy. Said you needed to upgrade your PC to enjoy Starfield. Well, that... Okay. I was gonna say, that doesn't sound like Todd Pappy. You sold a Magic the Gathering deck to pay for your wedding. When I was a kid, I accidentally threw another kid's shoe down the sewer. And my mom made me sell some of my Pokemon cards to pay for the shoe. You didn't sell your car for Star Citizen. You had someone steal it and use to insurance money. Isn't that kind of selling? Selling with extra steps? All right. How much did we spend on this? 70K? So we're getting 14.8 for the courts. It's like a 3 to 4,000 profit. And then 69. Hey, 70,000 from the Agresium. So we spent about 70K and we're getting back about 83. 13K. That for honestly for running minerals, that's not terrible. Oh, I still have more Agresium to sell. That's not terrible. We're just in a C1. Like, if you were actually interested in cargo hauling, you could make decent money doing this. It's a little monotonous. Like, there needs to be a little bit more interest in doing it, and I think that comes from the loading and unloading of the cargo itself, but that's not bad. Oh, let's grab something that we can sell from here. Sold your car for a new ship. Oh my god. Shubin mining facility. I want something that we can sell at a jump point. Oh, cool. Scrap or waste. Really? Crusader Industries and all they're selling is scrap and waste from here? Okay. Losers. Kind of low for the risk. I guess Crusader is a more dangerous area. I don't know. Is it that risky? All right, so now we need to find something that can sell at jump points. What do jump points need? Food? Scrap? Do they actually buy scrap?
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
The admin center is at Providence. All right, let's see what's going on at Providence platform. Yeah, no, this place is kind of dangerous. In fact, like I said, I've been following the Astro Historian's guide on how Crusader happens, and this place is more in danger than you would think in the game. Like, the company is struggling to secure the area. They're pouring money into security, although that was a point that they are outsourcing some of their security. And the moons themselves are basically no man's land. So it is kind of dangerous, you're right. All that's left over from shipbuilding. Oh, they're not very efficient, are they? Why don't they send the scrap over to Drake so they can build their ships too? Jokes. All right, where's admin at? Man, they've been working on this one ship for a long time. Right above Cousin Crow's. That's this way, is it not?
Be aware that there's a temporary work stop on line 04RN. Repeat, line 04RN is offline.
Oh, they're just selling scrap too. Okay. Well, let's buy the scrap and see if we can sell it at a jump point. It'd be weird if we could, but we'll give it a go. My main problem is if you buy it and nobody's buying it from you, then you're kind of stuck with it in your ship, which is annoying. It's 8,600, that's it? Disgustingly low amount. Can I get a ride back to the spaceport? Yes, on the green line. Right here. Cool. Scrap only goes to junkyards.
Last call for passengers.
You can't sell scrap at jump points? You can sell them at the rest stops. Yeah, in the future you'll be able to just unload this stuff and save it for later, which is nice. Crew 04 and Hurston 05. Okay, so then we'll make a run to a Crew 04, and then we'll go from there to the jump point. This is L2. Crew 04 is here. So from there we can go and make a run to the Stanton Pyro jump point. Oh, you can sell it at the jump points. Okay. Oh, I believe our org event is starting. I should probably jump in there. I completely forgot about that.
Last call for passengers.
I'm sorry, folks. We're not going to finish this run. I'm going to join in on the org event that's going on. And we'll see what's going on there. Hold on. Let me jump in.
There is one other thing we could try to do. If you are in the main menus, there is a find a guide that will also bring you to a page directly into the guide hub.
Oh, Dutch.
Hello.
Hi, Tomato.
Hey,
How's it going?
Oh, we got a new player now by the name of Spachi Tomato.
It's Spache.
Some of the DTU or the live bugs seem to have crept over to Spectrum, and we have people that cannot load the guide hub.
That's me.
Well, I was going to say, what a surprise.
Yeah. Love it, Star Citizen. They've got that that bug meshing tech.
They fixed too many issues for Evo, so now they gotta put some other ones for us.
right?
Hey, they have almost had a new build for Evo for every day for the last 2 weeks.
Yet
I
here
know,
we
that's what I'm saying,
are.
They need to balance it out. It's like they're spoiling us.
But Tomato, like I was telling them, worst case, if it doesn't work, I can't guarantee anything on their side, but we would be able to run it again with them at some point just to make sure everybody gets a chance.
What did I step into? Are you all in the menus right now?
I was going through how to get to the guide hub, how for guides to set up, and how to find a guide in there.
Okay.
I had a question. There's a private group area. Can we make one for? Is there one made for the garden?
Private group
I
area?
do not.
If you look under the bookmarks, there's private messages, bookmarks, and private groups. I was wondering if we had one for us.
No, we don't really use the Spectrum system yet because they are really bad at updating it.
Okay.
Like the guide system, for example.
They have like a whole forum system you're supposed to be able to use, but nobody really does.
Okay.
Supposed to be.
I put a link inside chat that goes directly to the guide page, just in case it's like a broken link somewhere in the chain of links using the website. So maybe
No,
that
even
might work. No, that still doesn't work.
That's exactly
either.
the page that breaks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if you press find a guide in the main menus, you go there directly. Like it brings you there directly. If that doesn't work, I don't know.
The guide guide?
It is. Let me change Windows real quick. Star Citizen. For those who are watching, it's right here. Find a guide underneath your friends list.
Dang, if only this was like something you could do in the game.
No.
Too easy.
If only we
So
could
there
have
is a
org
find a
org
guide
things in the
on-
game.
No, that's not allowed either.
No, it's if you inspect the elements, you can see basically it's failing to retrieve the topics at all.
Toes.
It's just errored out the entire page.
Yeah, that's going to be a help desk.
Member get away function.
You're glad that everything has a place you can sell, but you wish it was a bit more organic feeling. Yeah, I agree with you there. But that seems like what they're trying to start doing with 3.24.
So
You know, make things make more sense where you're taking them.
Issues getting to the page.
If you refresh, everyone will now. Someone on there went spoken.
All right, in the meantime, while we're doing this,
So I heard
let
one
me see if I
person
can pull up the guide system. I'm just going to land here so we can log off on the menus and get with the group. Guess he doesn't have bugs, they're
Okay,
features.
so one person.
Persistent bug tech.
Oh, quick question. Sorry, for the one person, are you using a VPN? Alright, that could mess it up. Or at launch.
This base station is so red because of the reflection of Crusader on it.
Yeah, I'd have no problem running music at if it's working for you.
Port Olisar, where are you? Every time I bring up Port Olisar in any video or stream or anything, people go... People love it, man. People miss that place.
Huh. Hey, Rig.
Yeah.
Could you start a party? Because mine, Star Citizen, just crashed. Thank you.
Ouch. Bump my wings a little bit.
You know, having a username with an A is in the first name was the best thing ever. I get the first party invite every time.
Okay.
You're also the first to be called during roll call.
It's true. You don't want to miss muster.
Alistor? Here.
Yep. Also, if CIG could work on the fact that the launching screen is only 16 by 9, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Is it really? I never noticed.
Yeah.
Here.
Half my screen is black bars right now.
Yep.
Oh, I
Same
did
here.
see that when I put
Because
this
we
on
play-
headset mode.
It's because we play on a 32 by 9. The main menus isn't optimized for that, so it stays at 16 by 9 in the center.
By the way, never do VR head tracking with this unless you want to like feel like you're gonna throw up.
Why did they put the C1 in a hangar that fits it exactly? It just goes back to the original way that they spawned hangars for ships. And because the C1 is classed of a certain size ship, it got that specific hangar. But that, that gets messed up because the ship diversity has changed over time. So they got to update it. I believe they did in the new update, but took a little while. Long live Port Ollie in our memories, and hopefully somewhere in the game they do something with it. If you make a guide about reporting a bug, will you get a foundation skin? I don't know, but maybe you'll get an Evocati. Let me see if I can get the guide system to work for me. Hey, look, combat, the first thing they're marketing. What do you know? That's the other video I'm releasing this week, is about how obsessed they are with combat. Take on the best, learn the ropes, get ready to rumble. Tricks of the trade. They wanted to have 324 in before this, so that this actually made sense to have here. I bet. But where is the... There we go, guides. No, guides like the guide system. Hey, that's us. Look, it's us. Events, live events. My favorite content creators. Why did they put all this here? I haven't... What? You can have a favorite content creators list on here? Where is the guide system on this website? Check the launcher? Oh, that seems unnecessary. What a roundabout way to make it work. Okay, it's in Spectrum, and I have to be logged in. Are you serious, dude? All right. Got to use the authenticator code. What a pain. As if I haven't been logged in on this computer before. There we go. Become an expert guide. I don't want to. I just want to look at the guide system. Here we are. All right. So we did get it to load.
It's the Orison
Let's see,
community.
Spectrum. Guide.
Let's see if we can sell.
Is anyone able to actually load the page at all at the moment?
Yes.
I got the guide system
Yes.
up.
How bizarre. For me, it says the API is failing.
Let me know when to put myself on available.
Okay.
Hello, Investory.
I can load the page, but the guide hub part is just
Blank.
Well, yeah, it's literally action payload members to list is failing because the list is empty. Because the API failed.
Okay, so that's one person's one thing, but if we're having 3 or 4 people, they're having a hard time doing it.
Can we
by all means,
sell? Can we sell here? Scrap? Y'all buy scrap? They do not buy scrap. It would be very fortunate. It would actually make a lot of sense if the cargo depot for the city that produces scrap sold scrap, but they don't. So why don't we continue on our way to Crusader L4 until our group here has gotten onto their tasks. But to be honest, the tasks are taking a little bit, so we'll see how long we stick around anyways.
Also, so we can do that without the guide system if necessary. And then if you do want the specific rewards, we can shoot for like the weekend for that. Does that sound made up?
I would recommend everybody that's having trouble loading that page, put in your help ticket as soon as you can. That way, whenever Seth and I work out the bugs and get something set up for this weekend, you're not running into the same issues.
Can someone do a ticket? I'll post the code that's caused the problem to them.
Oh my God,
we have to register ourselves as guides on that page.
If you want to become a guide, you can register yourself as a guide.
And can we, like, I don't know, put ourselves on pause so that, like, if there's a certain time we don't want to be called upon?
Yep, there's a little tab that says available, and like you click it, it'll be green. If you turn it off, it'll go back to whited out, and that just lets people know. Like when I went available, I had 2 people request me to be a guide, and I was, oops, sorry. I was just testing it.
Alistair declined me.
I did.
If you want to know what it looks like, it's up on the stream.
Rick asked me to guide him on something I'm not even checked to guide on.
Oh, awesome, Dutchman, thank you.
Can I get a re-invite, please?
Yes. Sorry, I have 42 windows open.
I'm gonna move the group down to the
Unacceptable.
activity room. Yeah, Seth? Oh.
You're welcome.
Seth, can I go ahead and move everybody down to the activity room for you?
Yep. Thank you.
on how to make an issue council ticket.
Yes, please. I have absolutely no clue to do that. Just let's see what the hell's in here.
Yeah, I was going to say one of the first things we may go over today is how to make an issue council. But is everybody in the group for now? Let me double check.
There's no topics.
All right, let's get out of here. Ah, sorry. Sorry, everybody. Just punched my microphone. It's a great microphone. I did not mean it. Dang it. You had a great cinematic takeoff and then you bump into the freaking wall. Hybrid V might dock me if you saw that. We've got an arrangement. He understands I suck at takeoff and landing. Gives me a couple pity points. Love that guy though. Always a good talk with him. Get him on the podcast probably a few times a year.
Somebody else is having that blank guide hub page issue.
Several people are. I submitted one earlier too, and there was a lot of them.
I am apparently not where I thought I would be.
I haven't played Star Citizen in like 3 weeks. I have no idea where I'm going to show up. Where are we meeting up?
We're going to be going with our prospective people that we're working with. I'm at the Crusader area personally. That's what I had put down. But if you're somewhere else, it's okay. Half of it you can do over chat.
Since I can't get the guide page, I can't be a guide or do any other things. I'm just gonna third wheel for anybody who needs help.
Mm-hmm. So what we'll do is we'll go down the list. Once I can figure this out.
What if I need a favor from that microphone someday? It does me a favor every day by turning on and not being weird. We have an understanding. Every once in a while it might get slapped, but that's okay because every once in a while it also doesn't transmit my voice. We troll each other.
Do you have one? Do you have something you wanted to look up?
Tough love. That's what
Or
we'll call
learn?
it. I need to know how to turn my ship on.
Well,
Help.
there are some things we just can't help with.
How do I get out of bed?
Apply face to keyboard and roll.
Okay, so who here is going as a guidee?
Me?
I don't have mine set up, yeah.
No,
Does,
that's
Rory-
guide. That's guide. I said guidee.
So
I'll do it
I
sometime later.
from what I thought you were what I read in the event, I thought it was like you start out as a guide, then the guidee turns into the guide, and then you guys do like that.
Yep. What I'm just doing
we'll
is
switch,
I'm just
yeah.
trying to make it so you have like the senior more people are with the junior more people, and then you just pairing up.
Okay, I will go with Dutch.
Okay, you will go with Dutch.
All right. I'll make a GI comms.
Well, you're going to be in a private chat. So like do a phone call version.
A
Just the
phone
annoying voice
call.
in Rig's ear.
Yeah, just like a personal voice chat. Just because we only have so many GII chats.
Oh, I thought if we use the GI comp creator, you create a comp set.
I don't know if we can create that many.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, you can? Okay. You can do that.
All right, I'll set one. Right now, or do I wait until everything is done?
Just do it right now. I'm gonna start. We'll start pairing people up. I guess we'll ask the Supreme Commander. Rig. I'm kidding. Tomato. What would you like to do?
He wants to learn how to turn his ship on.
Yeah, I need to learn how to turn my ship on. Honestly, make Rig my guide so that I can just make his life hell. Sounds like fun.
Wait, what just happened? What just happened?
Okay, Rig and Tomato, you guys are going together.
That's, Tomato, on a separate note, how do I block somebody from the org?
Not possible. Can't be done. You get kicked out for that.
All right.
So did you
All
put
right,
yourself, Rig? Did you put yourself up as a guide, or should I?
I'm switching up now. I was a guidee.
Okay.
Okay, and I guess I'll put myself as the guidee somehow.
All right, Awen. Who would you like to pick?
Oh, I don't know. I wanted to learn medical gameplay and just generally how to do things like join groups, but I've already done part of that and I can't use the guide hub, so.
Who is good at medical stuff?
I'm good at getting injured.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty good at injured.
Yeah, good at creating
better at
medical
unhealth care.
situations.
Better at unhealth care than health care.
Okay, I
Gimbal's
requested.
good enough. I can take him if you want.
I
So
requested one Dutch.
Okay, so
Dino wouldn't
Gimbal.
mind. Oh, you got someone? Yeah.
Gimbal, did you say you could?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, you will
I
go
can
with
also-
Gimbal.
I can also just wait until I can get the guide hub thing fixed.
Well, you can do both at the same time. I was
Well-
gonna say we're just here for helping, and then if you need to do other ones, when it comes back for the rewards, you can have a reward one set up. It's up to you.
Help someone else who can actually get the rewards from it. I'll try again later. I'm learning enough by figuring out how to join groups.
I'm happy to help.
Communicating in game.
I cannot receive rewards or give rewards because mine's also broken, so I'm happy to take on the medical thing then. Just
It's actually
someone-
also a really good one to learn how VoIP works in game, because that one takes some trial and error.
Yeah, I can't figure it out either.
VoIP. What is that?
Alrighty. Looks like they are not accepting scrap here at Crusader L4, unfortunately.
Guide system, you may also just join up in a bigger group if you're all gonna learn the same.
You tired of being ignored during the stream? Jester, what? Did you just give me like a certain amount to respond and said you're tired of being ignored extreme? I'm okay.
What is your best at teaching?
Need a guide for putting your helmet on? That's honestly one of the more important things that I keep missing out on. Hello, Spitzel Pit. How you doing? If you could craft and update parts for your C1, what would you upgrade? I don't even know. Well, I'd love to be able to put better guns on it, but like, what do you mean by that? You're playing the free fly right now. Would you guys suggest buying the game? I would answer that for yourself. If you can play the free fly, and if it's not fun to you right now, I would hold off. It's not going to go up in price or anything this year, so you have plenty of time to still get into it. Like, there's no pressure to buy the game now versus later. So I would highly suggest, you know, feeling it out over the free fly and see how it is. Maybe watch a couple videos on how it's progressing and what's planned, and then go from there. Tom told you you need to pump the gas pedal. Dude, I was pumping away.
Coach, what are we doing?
Has anything changed in the last few months? You're hesitant to try this game in progress at the moment. Honestly, Jester, I don't know if you're still here. If you've left because I couldn't answer your question that quickly. But nothing has changed that much in the last few months. Just give people a little bit of a chance to answer you.
Rig.
On it now.
Rig.
Rig.
Looking for
Hey,
it.
there you are.
There it is. I found it.
All right. I requested you.
All right, then you two can jump in chat with Rig.
Yay. Hello, teacher.
Okay. Can any of you guys teach me how do you use a keyboard? before
No,
we get
you're the
started?
guide here. Get out of here. I'm going to give
No,
you
we're
a
screwed.
1-star review. Guide was
We are
asking me
screwed
for
then.
help.
This guy's so bad he could be an Uber driver.
Yeah, I got to take it to the scrapyard, I guess. Bummer.
Oh, this is going to work out great since I've, never done this before.
Even old backers like you take years off at a time. Yeah, it's good to take breaks from this game, to be honest. It helps. How are things running these days, Daryl? Not great. The game is actually pretty unstable right now. I've had a great time with it. I haven't had many problems, but a lot of people are having some very big problems, and there are bugs popping up here and there that just make things not as easy to do.
Area 18 currently, but I can be anywhere.
I am at Crusader L4, so I can fly out that way.
Actually, since you two are already at Crusader, I'll just start heading that way.
Okay, I'll head back that way then. Seraphim Station, you want to meet up?
Sounds great.
I don't really have too long, so don't bank on me. I have like 20 minutes.
Oh, it's all good. Because Mihai, you can't do anything anyway, can you?
Ooh, more armor on the ship would be cool. If you're talking about like being able to add stuff to the ship, I'd love to add a turret on the C1. I think a turret and heavier armor would make it like an M1, which would be amazing. Was that guy joking about being ignored in chat, or did they really get upset over that? Nope. I don't think that was a joke. It happens every once in a while. It's like, oh wait, that's right. It's not like Space Tomato responds to just about every single line that's posted in chat throughout the whole stream, but you know. If it takes more than 30 seconds. You put small data storage module in there, if that was a thing. Now you're just trying to be an MSR. Great to play for a couple hours at a time, a couple weeks. Mostly do medical and rescue. Do you use the beacons? Have you found that you have less medical and rescue to do lately? You'll be happy to join GII activities in 324. We've got some good stuff planned for 324. We're already started brainstorming Blockade Runner. It should be a fun event. Any chance that the Spirit series becomes a modular ship? Nah. They'll announce if it's a modular ship from the beginning generally. But I mean, they might change ships to be more modular. But I think they would have said that with this ship if that were the case. Seems like there's some reluctance to be able to buy upgrades for your ships. You mean in-game upgrades? Oh, so many parts have identical specs. Yeah, they need to differentiate components more to give people something to actually want. A lot of what you've gotten recently is just people looking for help. Okay. Like help with the game.
I can't wait till Pyro.
Yeah, I'm beginning to wonder if they're going to push it off till next year with the way things are going with this patch.
Ew.
It's hard to say.
Not a valid target. It's Seraphim Station. How can you get more valid than that?
Port Olisar? Too soon.
Is the game just being a little passive aggressive?
I don't know, real life has been taking a toll lately, so I haven't really had a chance to play. And I've kind of had the impression that since what was the last big patch? Or was it Xeno? That the servers have been a bit wonky. I don't know. Stabilized.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it took us...
We're having bake sales, Vastin? Out of the back of a cutlass? You missed the old shields. Which old shields? How old? They keep redoing them. Marvelous game, but still has pains. Do the free fly and see if the pain ruins your fun. If you can accept the warts, it's a great community. It is a good community. The community does a fantastic job of embracing newcomers to a fault almost sometimes. Kind of upset with how they explain the Block Runner event. Feels really disingenuous for them to do the whole, we saw how many combat-oriented events we have and wanted to make something not combat-oriented and then immediately turn around and say they basically have to engage in combat. Yeah, I think the Blockade Runner event is a good event, but they should not be trying to sell it as a community event. And honestly, we're at this point in Star Citizen where they need to start shifting the focus to let people know that it's not just a combat-focused game. Like, besides the fact that they need to supply gameplay of different styles to people, there is plenty of messaging, subconscious and purposeful messaging going on to players, prospective players of this game, that's telling them the game is too dangerous for them. Their combat is everywhere, always, all the time, which combat's always a possibility, but the game shouldn't advertise itself as pushing you into combat all the time. And they continue to do that even as we start to step into this new era of industrial gameplay. And I think a lot of that comes down to just the fact that combat's been around for a while. Since 3.0 combat's been really easy to do, but also it's easy to market. Can commonly used routes be saved for reuse? Not right now. You'd have to save that yourself manually.
No preference, whatever you feel like.
They didn't say they wouldn't have combat, but they called it a cargo event, and it's not a cargo event. I would say 40% maybe of the gameplay is cargo focused. Most of the strategy of this event is figuring out how to disable and board, or at least steal the cargo from the Hull C. As far as cargo mechanics go, like moving boxes and storing them correctly and using the freight elevators, it's actually kind of a smaller part of the event, it seems.
Crusader now. Quick bathroom break while I'm doing it.
Showing up at Seraphim myself.
I'm landing on one of the pads.
So as to avoid pains with the star map and UI clunk. No, you still got to use the star map and UI to get places, even if you have them saved.
Yeah, the decent is huge.
Yeah, combat works. But that's kind of the issue, like cargo and mining and salvage all work too. It's easy to make a combat event. That's what it comes down to, I think. It's also a replacement for a combat event. Like they're replacing Ninetales Lockdown, which didn't necessarily focus entirely on cargo either. So again, it makes sense what they're doing with the event. They just need to be careful with how they talk about it, because even now it sets the expectation for people that cargo focused events will have combat in them.
What the fuck happened? Every line was there, but something just rammed into me. Oh, pad ramming people. Great.
You got pad rammed?
Well, I don't know. Somebody just landed there. Oh, gimbal.
That's weird.
Gimbal's Corsair just appeared on top of me. Or he just landed his Corsair on top of me.
Man, can I get rid of these boxes now? I don't want them in my ship anymore. I don't need this scrap. How many existing ships will get their modularity now that we have the Retaliator? It's probably going to take some time. It's just like docking, you know, a couple ships got docking.
I think it's probably just desync. He might have been there in the ship and I couldn't see the ship spot.
Making an event where you need to supply Orison with 5 different types of cargo server wide is also not that hard to do and would make for an interesting event. Yeah, and making it so you have to source the materials so that you have to find the best prices or something, that kind of stuff could make it a little more interesting. They said it was a cargo and space combat mission. But don't they, I mean... Alright, it's a cargo and space combat mission. I still don't think that it does a good job as a cargo mission. I don't think it does a good job of highlighting 324 or the changes that they're making to the game. I think it relies mostly on cargo and or on combat, and it pushes people to expect combat no matter what when there's cargo. And, you know, maybe that's what they want. I don't think it's right though. Good for the vultures. Yeah, it's a salvage event, actually. Oops. You can see hiring fighter escorts becoming a thing with cargo pirating, for sure. Unfortunately, you can't hire escorts right now. They took away the combat assistance beacons.
is Captain speaking. Tomato will be with you shortly.
Thank you for the raid. You were just on the guide menu, right? I was just looking through the guide system and I saw your name. How was your stream? Welcome in, folks. Oh, Seventh buddy, thanks for dropping off your peepo. How did the guide stuff go? We were kind of doing that too. Brigadier, what's up, friend? To no avail. Nobody clicked on it. Got a med beacon instead. Oh, that's fun. As long as you can get a med beacon, life is good. That's not as common anymore. What is with all these guns floating around out here? Oh, those are ships. Wow, that's a lot of ships just floating around. Can't wait to see your ironclad assaulting game, being the escort for a cargo fleet. While being one of the cargo ships. Yeah, you better put some good thrusters on that ship if you want to be able to fight the people attacking. Alright, I'm at Seraphim Station, but I'm actually going to log off here in a couple of minutes, so I'll put in a good review for Rig. He taught me how to fly to Seraphim.
Rigo 7. No, Rigo 9 is best breed.
Yeah, the ironclad's gonna need its own escorts too. Rig.
I think he abandoned us.
Yeah, I think so. This is one of those tough love guide sessions where he just leaves us and tells us to figure it out.
The best guide is the one you don't need, or something like that.
Oh man, my back.
Sorry, I had a work call.
Is that what they call bathroom breaks?
Oh no, that call came in the bathroom.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Hey, so for this guide thing to work, do I need to be in game or what?
I honestly don't know.
Yeah, because I'm about to log off.
Oh, it's all good. This was more or less just a test run for me to know how this stuff actually works. I've never even tried it before.
Right. Guess maybe it's like a certain amount of time or something.
Well, I mean, there is a timer that says 17 minutes so far. So I'm guessing it has something to do with time.
Okay. Well, I guess I can always log off but leave it here for now, but yeah, it's getting a little late. Literally annoyed with this game right now.
How all this stuff worked out.
Should join the support group we have. The annoyed with Star Citizen group. The line is overflowing. Not saying it'd be maneuvering with the attackers, just that the assault model has so many turrets that it'd be able to screen for fighters. No, not doing a community contest video, not this one. Not saying, you want a ship called the Grabby, and it'll have 6 tractor beams? You gonna tractor your tractors?
Yeah, it doesn't give me the option to even select in your name.
Delivery is not working. Bunker mission has glitched. Low server FPS. Server's beacons are not popping. Sounds like Star Citizen. All right, folks. Well, I am all done for the day. A little bit of good cargo hauling. Honestly, I'm actually surprised at the fact that we could make decent profits off not very high capacity in the ship. I think with the new balances they're bringing in, the C1 could actually be a solid cargo hauler for somebody who's just kind of getting into the holy crap, it's Platydelbelladone. What the dude? Hey man. Good to see you in chat, brother. I was just the other day I was wanted to shoot you a message about the Euros. You been watching? Good to see you, man. Good to see you too. We got to catch up here soon. Thank you for dropping by. I'm actually just finishing things up. It's hot and I'm sweaty and I'm ready to go eat some dinner. But thank you all for coming. Sambit, we feel your pain. It's how this game be. Don't think you understand soccer rules anymore. Hey, and LeafX is here. Wait, hold on. What? That's really weird that you guys both showed up at the same time. Because I'm trying to get LeafX and Platydelbelladone, trying to get you guys together so we can play some Rocket League together. Because you're both the main people I know who play Rocket League. And I've been needing to get into a game at some point. Am Weird can confirm. Oh, I can confirm that. Yeah, I don't need any... No second confirmation needed. No, but really. I do hope that I do want to get a chance to try and play some RL with you boys. Did Mihai hop into another? Mihai hopped into another. You uninstalled, it's ruining your life. Well, we'll have to figure out a time. It's mainly the time zones that make it rough, but we'll figure something out. Anyways, folks, thank you again for coming for the cargo runs. Hope you got to learn as much as I did. And I will see you all on Friday for maybe Star Citizen, possibly No Man's Sky. That was looking... It's looking a little promising. It's looking a little interesting. Yeah, the update's looking good. So I will try it a little bit before that stream and see if we're into it. And then we'll give it a go if we are. Appreciate you all. I hope you had a good time today. I am going to now go have some dinner with Mrs. T. Toes gang. Toes in the chat to sign off for the day. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to send you all over. I'm going to send you all over to Piss Poor Pete on Twitch and YouTube. You folks just have a lovely day. Give somebody a hug. Eat something yummy. You know the deal. Scratch your toes. Really weird for people who don't know the joke. Just enjoy yourselves and have a lovely one. And I will see you all later. Bye, folks. Bye-bye.